Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I would like to welcome you and thank you for being here. Welcome if you're here for the first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. And well, I want to say thank you to all of you who are watching this live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, or Twitter. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you if you are watching this in the replays or listening to the podcast. Because our shows, the Goldylocks Productions shows, are, you can watch them pretty much everywhere, which is really, really cool. You can listen to them in the car when you're driving, listen to them in your headphones when you're taking a bubble bath. So that's really convenient. So I just want to put that out there that we are available on a lot of different platforms. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you here. And thank you so much for your super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you as well. Please hit the thumbs up or the like button for the show. And please share it and retweet it if you're on Twitter. Please say hello if you're here watching and listening, because I'd love to hear from you. Please go check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. That's RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. And you can find out lots and lots of information about my books, my oracle cards, and all of my services. So that's pretty exciting. Goldylocks Productions group. We have a group on Telegram. Come on over there and join us. It's so much fun. There's so much amazing energy and exchange of energy and information. And we communicate daily. It's really a lot of fun. Goldylocks Productions also has an online store, and you can get some great merchandise over there. So make sure you check that out. And in case you are here for the first time and you don't know, I don't see the container, but we have these amazing Goldylocks Energized Oracle cards. And what happened was all of us show hosts got together and came up with some quotes or sayings. And then Tiffany got all these amazing symbols and put it all together. And what came out was these absolutely amazing oracle cards. And you can see what they look like right here. They're really, really nice. And, we all use them on our shows. So you can check those out and get yourself your own deck. That's a lot of fun. You can also become a Goldylocks VIP. There are different levels of membership and different perks for each of those levels. And you can do that through Patreon or through YouTube. We also have a Goldylocks VIP show twice a month. And, that's always really cool. Usually I'm not able to join, on this side because of, prior commitments during the day, that I'm usually able to listen. And let me tell you, they had a fantastic show yesterday. It was amazing. So this Saturday would normally be our spiritual message circle, but we are not having one this Saturday. So there will only be one for this month of July. But you can join us next month on August 12th and August 26th for the Spiritual Message Circle. And if you have never joined us for that, it's a lot of fun. There's a whole, slew of us show hosts there. And for a small donation of $20 or more, you get to have a message from each and every one of us. It's always a lot of fun. Even if you don't get a paid message, you will still hear something that you need to hear, something that will deeply resonate with you. So I highly encourage you to, at least if you haven't before, to, check in with that when we have it, and just follow the link like you do for these shows, and click it on for the spiritual message circle, and you can see what it's all about. It's a lot of fun. And if you don't want anyone to know you're there, you don't even have to say anything. We won't know. Some people are a little shy about things, so that's fine. But at least you can see what it's like, feel out if it's for you, or maybe if it's not, someone who would really enjoy that. So so check that out on the 12th and the 26th of August. Hello, Destiny and Richard. Nice to see you here. Now, it's not required, but if you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo, or Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube, or Rumble Rant on Rumble. If you make a donation of $5 or more, you will move to the front of the line when I do messages. And I'm going to be doing messages tonight with a new deck of cards. I'm pretty excited about that. I had told you guys a while back that I had bought a few decks of cards, and then I put them somewhere and I couldn't find them, and I found them a few days ago. So I'm pretty excited about that. I want to thank everybody that shows their support by liking and sharing my posts and information. I am very, very grateful for you. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Joyce. Nice to see you here. I want to wish a very happy birthday to Sarah Ingracia, who celebrated her birthday on Monday, and to everyone else that's celebrating a birthday this week. I've always felt like birthdays were a very special day, a day when we just celebrate us. We have other holidays like Christmas and that, and we all celebrate, but our birthdays are special. They're special just for us, and I just always think it's important to focus on that, because a lot of people I know don't even celebrate their birthdays, which I think is absolutely crazy. And also, let's send out some love, light, and healing to everyone and anyone in need. So how is everyone doing out there this week? There's so much energy, and the energy, plus to top it off here, the heat, makes me feel very tired, from the heat. I just feel like from the time I take the dog out in the morning until the time I go to bed, I just feel like a giant sweat ball all day long. I never stop. I'm not never stop, but I'm always like very, 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 very warm. Even when I come back inside, that heat just seems to stick with me or something. Now, the last week or two, we've talked a lot about a healthy lifestyle. And lately, I had a few more things that came to me that I want to share with you. So we were talking about processed foods and how they're not the healthiest for you. Because they're exactly that. They're processed. Some are lightly processed and some are heavily processed. Now, the process that these foods go through, or these products go through, that has an effect on their nutritional value. So you'll notice on some products that you see in the store, they will have added vitamins because they've depleted all of those vitamins and nutrients going through the process of making their product. Makes no sense at all. But think about that. Just think about that. So try to eat foods that are in their natural state as much as possible, because that's when they have the highest nutritional value as well as the highest vibration. And also, if you take any vitamins or supplements, check their ingredients. Many times there are added ingredients that you don't even realize. And if you have children, check their vitamins as well. Many contain multiple forms of sugar. Now, years ago when I was a kid, and my grandparents were alive, we ate food. We ate real food. We went to the vegetable or fruit market or whatever, and we'd get lots of nice fresh vegetables. My grandma, and this didn't occur to me till today, but my grandma never had a pantry full of processed foods ever. She never even had a pantry. In the two houses that she had when I was a child and when she was alive, she did not have a pantry of any kind. But now they put them in every house, right? You rarely see a house anymore that doesn't have one. um, and that's, that's just kind of a crazy thought. Now, a lot of people know about the stuff that's in their food, and a lot of people just don't care, which is fine. A lot of people are concerned but aren't sure what to do. Just do your research, figure out things, and find out things for yourself. The information is out there. You just have to look for it. Sometimes, you have to do a bit of digging, but it is there. I just want you guys to know that there are options, right? And, I talked about that Dr. Sebi, Sebi, a few weeks ago. He was a nutritionist, I believe. And he was the one who had made all these claims of curing all these diseases, and they took him to court. And anyways, he wasn't proven wrong. But he passed away, I want to say maybe like 2016. I'm not sure when it was. But all of his work is still carried on through people that learned beside him. And he has a lot of healing techniques, healing herbs, healing diet, all this stuff, if you want to check out his stuff. But one thing that I have been seeing in some videos of him he speaks very highly of sea moss. So I did a little bit of research on sea moss, and it contains, I believe, 90 of the 102 nutrients that our body needs, which I found very, very interesting. So that's just information I uncovered, this week. So there's stuff out there. You just have to look for it if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but a lot of different things I've been seeing this week, a lot of different videos that have popped up from different holistic doctors are showing that diseases are caused from a nutrient deficiency. And I find that very interesting too, because all of these nutrients are being depleted out of our foods. Let's see, where am I at with my notes here? And you'll hear a lot of people say eat organic, that organic is so much better for you. Do the research on that and you will see why. And if you don't believe there is a difference, do a little experiment. Go to your grocery store, buy a regular grown cucumber, buy an organic cucumber, and see the difference, because it is humongous. The taste is so different. And that makes me think back to when I was a kid and my grandma grew cucumbers in her yard. And I can remember everyone that would eat the cucumbers or tomatoes that she grew. Everyone said how they can't even, there's no comparison between those and what you buy in the grocery store. So you can definitely taste the difference. A lot of times you can see the difference and you can feel the difference. Sarah said, I just watched a video last night about how great castor oil is to use on the body. Yes, I have read that myself. Some people, this is not a medical claim or anything, but some people claim that if you put it on your eyelashes and your eyebrows, that it helps growth. I haven't tried that, but I've read that from several different people who supposedly did it. But yes, it's supposed to have a lot of very good health benefits. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you here. Now, also, something else that's come up for me this week. Check out the company that owns and manufactures the products that you buy. Because let me tell you, some of these large corporations have a lot smaller companies underneath them, but they're all umbrellaed under this big, large corporation. Make sure that the company's ethics and morals align with yours. If they don't, it's okay to find other businesses that do, because they're out there. So let your money speak for you. There are some very large corporations I've been reading about lately that are in the midst of major lawsuits right now. Now, one of them, I'm not going to mention the name, you may know who it is, has many sub-companies underneath it whose products focus on personal health care products and over-the-counter medicines and such. Now, the reason they have this lawsuit is many, many years ago when they started making their product, there was something going into it that was very, very damaging. And from the information that I read, I am not an attorney, but from the information I read, said that they knew about it, that there's inter-office memos about it, but they never told the public. And it caused many, 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 many women to develop cancer because of this. So the other products that they make are healthcare products and medicines. Are you still comfortable using those products? That's up to you. Just know what you're buying and know who you are buying it from. It's really important to know all that information. And, a lot of times some of this stuff can take a lot of work, to figure this stuff out. But once you do, you don't have to do it anymore. Right? And hello, Marcia on Rumble. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you here. But also, another part of a healthy lifestyle. No, wait, I want to tell you about something else too. And about the skincare products and cosmetics. Many of these companies are under that umbrella as well of a larger company. Now, one of those companies may adhere to the values that you hold dear, say maybe like cruelty-free or vegan, but the mother company doesn't. So how do you feel about that? Use your own discretion and use your own discernment because you know what is best for you. Only you know. And these companies are constantly merging or buying each other out. So it's something that really has to be kept up on. And another thing with some of these skincare products and cosmetics, there's some great websites and apps out there where you can check out their products and see if they are cruelty-free or see if they contain animal products. Like PETA, you can check out their website. Leaping Bunny is another one. They're the only two that I can think of offhand, but I'm sure there's other ones as well. Kim says, I have been lucky I didn't wear makeup. No, it's a good thing. It is. It is. And, people can always make their own as well. I looked into that several years ago, and it doesn't, a lot of it's not as hard as what we think it is. So you just, you know what's best for you. Put your money where you want it to go. Do you want to help a company grow that, you don't believe in? Or do you want to support one that has the same kind of values and things like that as you do? Now, another part of a healthy lifestyle is what we watch and listen to. And when you listen to lyrics over and over, you know how they tend to get stuck in your head. So make sure of what you are saying. What kind of vibration are they sending out? Just be mindful of that because it's not something that we often think about. But think about it, because when we say those words, right, even if we're singing them in a song, we are saying those words, they are coming out of our mouth, and we are putting that energy into the universe. So just be mindful of that, when you start singing songs. I'm not saying to, that anything. I'm just saying be mindful of that. And the same thing goes with movies. There was this one movie years ago I wanted to watch really bad because it had someone in the leading role that I really liked, and I really wanted to watch it. And I didn't even get through the first 5 or 7 minutes of it because it was the most violent thing I ever saw. And I just couldn't stomach it. So I turned it off. Years later, I tried to watch it again, and I still couldn't. I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of that movie because that violence, I just don't like the energy of it. I know it's acting, but it's still the energy of it. Just doesn't agree with me. So there's a lot of different movies and things that I don't watch. But there's a lot of them that I do, just like The Sound of Freedom. I hope you guys have been able to see that, and I hope you guys will check that out. Kim said, definitely don't listen to country music. It makes me sad. Nor heavy metal, too harsh. Nor scary movies since I was a kid. That's good. That's good. And, you have to take in what resonates with you, right? Don't go to a movie with someone just because, they want you to, if it's not something that you feel good about seeing or that you feel is going to really resonate with you. Plus, why would you want to waste your money and support something that doesn't resonate with you? And why would you want to waste, a few hours of your time? Our time is very precious, right? So just keep all of that in mind as you are looking for new products. Yes, a lot of work is going to go into initially researching stuff. But I have found this week, as a couple of things came up for me, sometimes you have to just go back and check, because some companies that were previously testing on animals, are no longer doing that. A lot of them are trying to phase out of that. So, you want to keep, and that information will be updated online. So back in April, on the Spiritual Message Circle, Tiffany asked us, all of us that were show hosts that were on the show, what word comes up for us for May? And for me, the word was magnificent. So it was Magnificent May. And then it started coming up for me every month after that. I have Joyful June, now Jump in July. And in some of my videos, meme things that are reels, my reels that I made, Jump in July, I said how fast it was going to go. There's 31 days in this month. It's one of our longest months. And let's see, what's today? The 26th. This month has flown by. And now we're going into August. And as I was sitting there this morning thinking, I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if I had something for August? So like, what's the word for August for me? And I'm like, is it awesome? No, it's not awesome. Like, what about amazing? Nope, that's just not it. So I just went on about my business, and all of a sudden it just flew right into my head. Affirmation August. So what I am going to do for Affirmation August is I am going to give you guys a challenge. And I am going to challenge you to pick an affirmation and say it every day, at least 3 times every day for the whole month. And then at the end of the month, we're going to see what you've noticed different, what changes you have noticed, or how it felt for you, just your whole experience of it. So what I thought I would do is, if you guys want to create your own affirmation, you can do that. If you would like Spirit to pick it for you, I can give you an affirmation from my I Am cards. Because those are, let's see. Yeah. And see, no, totally, if you want your own, that's all fine and well, because you can tailor it specifically to you. Okay. Sarah said, I went to a movie once that a friend picked. I didn't want to see it, but we went anyway. It was a Star Wars movie, and I fell asleep during the movie. The only time I think I ever fell asleep in a movie was when I was a kid. I went with my dad and my brother to see Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I think it was called. So I'm watching this movie, and I'm really getting into this movie. At the very end, I fell asleep. So I never, ever got to see, what they looked like or whatever happened at the end. I just thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, Richard said, great country song is Try This in Small Town. Yes, and there's a whole lot of controversy going around about that song right now. You guys can check that out. Have thoughts cards. Okay. I'm trying to see if these would be good for you guys or not. I think they will. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and share with you my new cards that I'm going to use. And they are by Colette Baron Reed. And they are called Oracle of the Seven Energies. And when I looked at them, I'm like, the seven energies? There's no book or anything, explaining anything, which I don't usually use the book for the cards, but a lot of times it gives a little background. But what she is referring to is the seven chakras, the energy centers of the seven chakras. And you can kind of get that too from the picture. Sarah says, I will accept the affirmation August challenge. Yay, Sarah. Now, Sarah, do you want an affirmation or do you want to write your own? Because you're not going to offend me in any way. Because when you write your own, you can tailor it to exactly what you want, right? Exactly what you want. So it's almost the half-hour mark. And I'm going to begin doing some messages, but I'm going to wait for a couple minutes here. And I think we will, if Tiffany is ready, we're going to run my little promo commercial. All right, Sarah says she will write her own. Awesome. And you don't have to share it with us. That's up to you. You can share that with us next week if you want to, but you do not have to. And it's your own personal, thing. So that's totally up to you. I just hope that you'll share your experience of doing it every day, 3 times a day for the month, and see what transpires. I think that'll be fun. So my son Tommy and his wife Megan and the girls Judy and Laren, for my birthday, they sponsored my show for 3 months, and this is the first month. And since they don't have a business or anything, they told me to have Tiffany make up a commercial with my stuff. How sweet is that? So if Tiffany is ready, we can go ahead and show that. I just love that music. It is so calming and relaxing. Thank you, Tiffany. That is so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Robert. Thank you so much for your donation, Robert. I greatly appreciate that. And the first card I pulled for you is, this is so pretty, Waking the Lion. Waking the Lion. And don't be afraid to wake that lion within you, because you are so strong and you are so powerful. You may not have realized it totally yet, but don't be afraid to tap into that energy, to tap into that courage when you need it. And don't feel like your roar is going to scare anybody away. Hello, Melissa. Nice to see you. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you too. I hope you're feeling better. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of your strength. Don't be afraid of your courage. Really, the more you tap into that, the more it's going to integrate better into your energy. Hello, Devin. So just keep that in mind. And Robert, for you, I also have In Perfect Harmony. In perfect harmony. And what I feel for you is that, when we're going along on our path and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we're here for, everything just kind of flows. Everything just kind of falls right into place. And it's like perfect harmony. Everything just works together the way it's supposed to. So sometimes if we hit that little, like a little bump in the road, now sometimes it could just be a small obstacle. Usually it's one that we've created, ourselves, but it could just be that maybe you need to take a little bit of a turn. Maybe you're not supposed to go straight ahead there. You're supposed to make a little turn. So when everything starts falling into place, it's the most amazing feeling. You are so in sync with everything. And it's such a wonderful feeling to feel all of that coming together. It's just amazing. And I got one more card for you, Robert. Let's see what it is. Don't be afraid to take the lead. Don't be afraid to be seen. Hello, Anita. So nice to see you. I'm so glad you could be here tonight. Hello, Joyce. Wonderful. So take the lead. Take the lead in your own life. Don't be afraid to be the, like if life was a play, you're the star of that play, or a movie. If life was a movie, you're the number one star in your own movie. So don't be afraid to take that lead role in your life. Don't be afraid to make things happen for yourself. Manifest things for yourself. It's a wonderful feeling when you start seeing things come to fruition that you've been, working at manifesting. And it's a very powerful feeling. It makes you feel very empowered when you take control like that. So, don't worry about that. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and just do it. Hello, Sam. How are you doing? Let me go back up here and see. I know somebody said they wanted a message. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I know the music for that video is just so relaxing. Okay, Richard, I've got you down. I don't want to miss anybody here. Veronica. Okay, so right now I have Richard and Veronica. If anybody else would like a message, please let me know. Okay, Richard. So when I found these cards, I also found the 2 or 3 other decks that I got at the same time. So that was exciting. It's like having them, brand new all over again. Okay, Richard. So I was going through these cards today and looking at them all. And this one really stood out for me. The picture of this is just so beautiful. And it says a higher view. Now look at that beautiful picture. It's just gorgeous. And sometimes we have to look at things from a different perspective, Richard. Sometimes it's almost as if we can just like step out of our body and float above it and look at the situation from above, right? That's a higher view, right? But things look different from that perspective. When you can look from outside and look in, it looks different. It's so different than when you're in the situation. You don't see things, you don't see everything that you need to see in the situation, if that makes sense. So just keep that in mind, and whenever things come up for you, whether it might be some kind of a work situation or maybe something in your personal life, just try to look at that situation from every different angle, because every single angle is going to give you a different view. And sometimes that's what we need in order to put everything into perspective, because it's really important to not look, it's not like the tunnel vision where you only look right here. We have to see the whole thing, the whole picture, in order for us to make a proper decision about something, right? So keep that in mind. And I hope that resonates with you. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Okay, Joyce. Okay. Anita. And let's see who else we have here. Marsha and Rumble. I'm glad I looked because I missed that one. Okay, Marsha. Okay, so I have on my list right now Veronica, Joyce, Destiny, Anita, and Marsha. So if anybody else would like a message, please put it in the comments. We have lots and lots of time. I just don't want to miss anyone. And a lot of times when you guys start commenting and I scroll back up, it's easy to miss it. If I don't see it the first time it rolls down, it's easy to overlook it. So that is never, ever intentional. Just so you guys know that. Okay, Carol. Okay, so Veronica. Let's see what we have for Veronica. Ooh. Oh, I love this card. Endless possibilities. I love that. And Melissa. Endless possibilities. And, isn't that true? Oh, and I didn't even point out, too, there's numbers on these cards. So this one is the number 38, Veronica, if that has any significance for you. I'm not sure why they are numbered. But I just love this picture. Look at all of this that's up right above her head. It's just infinite, because our possibilities are endless, right? Everything is possible. So never lose hope. Never feel like, this is never going to work. This is never going to work. Know that everything is possible. And manifesting, when you're trying to draw these things to you and you're working on that, sometimes things will come to us a little bit different than what we had in our thoughts and in our mind about how we thought it was going to look. And sometimes it looks so much better than the ideas that we had about it. So don't ever try to limit yourself, because spirit is limitless. Love is limitless. The only thing that we can be confined by is our human form. Wow, Veronica said, I've actually been saying lately that the possibilities are endless. Thanks for the validation. Well, thank you for the validation. I love when that happens. I just love when that happens. Awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. Okay. Oh, Kim. Thank you, Richard. I'll write you down, Kim. And I have Heather as well. And then I have another name on here that I can't read. Oh, Melissa. Okay. So Joyce. Let's see what we have for Joyce. Thanks for telling me, Richard. I didn't see Kim, so thank you. Oh, who's that? I think that's okay. Veronica. I did Veronica. See, if I didn't write this stuff down, I don't know. Joyce. Joyce. What do we have for Joyce? Oh, Joyce, you got. Look at this. The same card just came up. And I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. Endless possibilities, Joyce. So know that you have endless possibilities. That is just so cool. So if there's something that maybe you've been doubting lately, or maybe you've been wondering lately, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Don't ever feel like, you're stuck somewhere, or that there isn't any light at the end of the tunnel, because there always is. So keep that in mind and know that anything that you want to do, you can accomplish that. You can manifest that. And that the possibilities for what you are able to do, for what you are able to manifest are unlimited. They're absolutely unlimited. So don't let anything hold you back, Joyce. Veronica said, I looked up 38. Increased abundance is coming your way. The Ascended Masters are reassuring you with repetitive messages. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. I love that, Veronica. I love that. Okay. So, Veronica, Joyce, now we're to Destiny. Destiny. What do we have for Destiny? The Uncharted Sea. The Uncharted Sea. And I guess I should mention this is the number 46, if that has any meaning for you. The Uncharted Sea. So I feel like, Destiny, you need to go where you've never gone before. And I don't mean like taking a trip, but I feel like you need to go within and explore something that you have maybe hesitated exploring, or go in a direction that you've been afraid to go in. Don't let anything hold you back. It might be uncharted territory that you can do this. You can maneuver your way through and you're going to be okay. So just keep the faith, know how powerful you are, and don't be afraid to take the path less traveled. I love that, the Uncharted Sea. So like you've never been there before, to this area, to this place. It's going to be something brand new for you. So that's very, very exciting, Destiny. So I hope that resonates with you. Joyce said, thank you. Things are definitely changing here. Yesterday and today have had major changes happen. Wow. That's awesome. Change happens no matter what we say about it. It's going to still happen. We may as well just go with the flow, right? Instead of trying to fight it, because that's when we're all miserable. Oh, Destiny said, thank you, Ruth. Yes, very much so. Awesome, Destiny. That's so exciting for you. Anita. Yeah, for Anita. Ooh, Anita. Waking the lion. Waking the lion. Don't be afraid to tap into that King of the Beast energy that you have. And that's the number on that card is 19. So don't be afraid to wake that lion within you. Don't be afraid to tap into all of your energy and all of your power and all of your courage. And know that people are not afraid of you. Even if you roar like a lion, they're not going to be fearful because they know you're coming from a place of love. So say what you need to say in a nice way, right? Use your words kindly, but accomplish what you need to get accomplished and know that you can. Okay, Marcia. Yes, Joyce, I know the Lionsgate is coming next month in like less than 2 weeks, because I looked today and the 8th is on a Tuesday. Anita said, thank you, Ruth. I love it. I need to tap into that energy for sure. You can, because it's there. Oh, got it. Okay, Marcia. Let's see what pops out for Marcia. Oh, this is beautiful. It says a grand symphony. A grand symphony. And That is just beautiful. Now, what I get, the number 27, Marcia, if that has any significance for you. A grand symphony. We have all these different instruments that are playing together, right? And this, you're not hearing the individual instruments, but when you hear them all together, it's like this beautiful symphony. And I feel like there's all these little pieces of a puzzle that you are putting together. And, you know, each piece is its own, just like each instrument is its own. But when it's all put together, it's going to be like a beautiful symphony for you. All of this stuff is going to come together for you. And it's going to be amazing and it's going to be magical. So keep, whatever it is, keep working on that. Keep manifesting what you want, because it's going to almost feel like that, like you've put this whole symphony together when you see how well it all works together. I hope that makes sense for you, Marcia. Okay, Carol Cox. Carol. Let's see what we have for you. Okay, your number is 36. And it says, seeing beyond. I like this picture too. All these pictures are pretty cool. Now, what I feel for you is you have to see beyond the human, beyond the ego, into the spiritual part of it, of whatever it is. You have to see and also give. Things need to come from a place of love, not a place of ego, not a place of where something is about you, maybe. But realize that there are other things involved, and you have to see beyond what you initially think a situation might be, because there's way more than what you might initially think. This makes me think about something that that I was writing earlier. It was about words. And you know how sometimes we hear a word or a phrase, and immediately our mind goes to like a certain place of what we think about that word or set of words or whatever. Because maybe, we've heard them in a negative way from someone in our childhood. Maybe we were told it means this, or maybe we were shown it means this, but it actually means something completely different. So you have to look beyond all of that. Don't have any preconceived ideas. Just look at it all from a place of love and from a spiritual basis. I hope that resonates with you. Robert Meyer says 19 is a spiritual insight and enlightenment. Nice. Marcia on Rumble says, wow, it does. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Marcia. We're so glad you could be here. Okay, so now we are up to Melissa. Beautiful Melissa Parks, who has her show on Friday, Joyful Findings at 8 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. And, our wonderful producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman, whose show is on Sundays at 8 p.m. Spiritual Insight. You don't want to miss that either. We have a show, what is it, 5 nights a week, sometimes 6. You guys got to check those out if you haven't before. Because you know how sometimes you can hear something, like say a spiritual truth, and you could maybe read it in a book, and you could read that sentence over and over and over, and you're like, okay, it's just another sentence. And then all of a sudden you read it like for the 20th time, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wow. You like have this big moment where the light bulb goes off, and you're like, wow, I really understand that. Well, I've noticed this a lot on our shows, that a lot of times we'll say a lot of the same things, but in a totally different way. So if you hear it from one of us and it's like, it doesn't really click, you're probably going to hear it from another one of us where it's going to click. And it's just because we hear what we need to hear when we're ready to hear it. So maybe, you weren't ready before. And when people present it in different ways, what's going to resonate with you the most is what's going to resonate with you the most. And that's where it's going to stick for you. Melissa and her family are going on vacation. What? How nice. Oh, Melissa is not having a show this Friday. I'm sorry, I did not realize. I must not have been paying attention, because I'm going to guess that she probably said that on her show last week and I never heard it. Okay, you're welcome, Carol. Oh, so let's see what we have for Melissa. Well, you have a lot of fun on your vacation. Oh, you just found out before my show. Okay, well, good, then I don't feel so bad. Okay, Melissa. Trying to see what these are. It says a merry motive. And I believe this is the number 20. Yes. Now, this looks like a clothesline. Oh, it looks like there's stars hanging on the clothesline. That's interesting. It was last minute, Melissa said. Okay. Well, I hope you're going to have a lot of fun. So, a merry motive. It looks like from this picture, Melissa, that you're just grabbing those stars, bringing them down, and holding on to them. And there's lots of fairies flying around in this picture. And fairies bring us lots of joy. And maybe you're going to be seeing more fairies if you're not already. Maybe this is even about your vacation. Is there a merry motive behind the sudden decision to go? Who knows? But whatever it is, I feel like this is something that's going to bring some merriment and joy into your life. Like, soon. Not that you don't have that already, but I'm just saying something else. Something a little bit more. And you bring so much joy to other people's lives. I hope you do that for yourself as well. And I know you're going to be going on vacation and having lots of fun, but just make sure you take really good care of yourself. Always. Okay. Melissa. Then we have Heather and Kim. So if I missed anyone else, please let me know, because we still have plenty of time. Melissa, Heather. Okay. Heather. Oh, there we go. Oh. Heather, the number on your card is 32. I like this. Quieting the mind. And I know this is something that you try to do, and I know sometimes it's a challenge. But I feel like if you could meditate a little bit or a little bit more, that it's really going to help. It's going to help outside of meditation as far as keeping your mind a little bit more quiet. But it doesn't take much to meditate. We can always find 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if that's all we have. But if you can meditate for 20, 30 minutes, that's even better. When we sit in that state of meditation, our mind is quiet. And then we're able to hear, right? We're able to hear the messages that are coming for us. We're able to hear them very clearly and very loudly, the quieter our mind is. So with the meditation, I just feel like that would help you so much. And I know you had been doing yoga. I'm not sure if you are now, but that's another thing that's really good to help you, because when you're focusing on the breathing and you're focusing on the movements, you're not really quite in your head. So, maybe do a little bit more of that as well. But I really feel like meditation, and it doesn't have to be guided meditation. If that's what you've been doing, maybe just switch it off and just put on some very meditative music and just sit there. and just sit there. Anytime somebody will say to me, just clear your mind. I can't do that when you just say that, It's just like someone just, asked me an off the wall question. It's my mind would immediately go blank. It's just I guess how our bodies react sometimes. But if you can just sit there with that music and just close your eyes and, you know, just concentrate on the music, concentrate on the sound. And you'll find after a little while that your thoughts are a lot quieter. They're not running around in there, like a gerbil on a wheel. Because I know that's sometimes how we feel. But you're welcome, Veronica. So welcome. Sam, I am going to write your name down here. So I hope that helps, Heather. And now we have Kim. Kim, you got the number 7. And it says a deep breath. Just remember to breathe. Just remember to breathe. And if you start to feel a little bit stressed or overwhelmed, take a few deep breaths. It makes a huge difference in our energy. It makes a huge difference. Because you can be very frantic about something and then just stop for a few minutes, take a few deep breaths, and you're more relaxed. You'll notice in your shoulders, they're not so tense. They kind of relax. So that taking a few deep breaths really can help. It can help to recenter us. It can help to, re-energize us a little bit. Heather says, I need to learn to meditate. My brain just keeps going. I only got 2 hours of sleep last night because my internal voice wouldn't be quiet. Well, let me ask you this. If you have headphones, I don't know what your schedule is like or your sleeping schedule, but can you go to sleep with those headphones on? Because I have done that before, and when I doing meditation and just drifted off into the music, and I had some of the most restful sleep of my life. So if you are able to do that, Heather, I would highly recommend it, but not the ones with the voice, where they guide you through it, just with the meditative music. Kim. That was Kim. Okay, Sam. You're welcome, Heather. Well, yeah. And, when you first start meditating, I know I used to feel like that. I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, oh, did I turn my coffee pot off? I hope the dog's okay. Did I lock the door? All these thoughts would start going through my mind. And it was really hard for me at first. And I'm sure it's like that for most people. But then I started with the guided meditation. So I had something, there that I could just focus on. And, I could make my own little visualizations and follow that. And then after I did that for a while, then I started with just the music. And I really enjoy the music because I have found a lot of times when I start meditating and I'm in that state, some of the same things will happen to me that happen when I do a Reiki session. I will get I'll see flashes of colors. I'll see angels. I'll see lots of different things. And that's pretty cool. Okay, Sam, real quick. Into me, I see. Your number's 8. Into me, I see. Go within. I feel like you have some kind of unresolved issue that you need to go in and work on. So go inside there, Sam, see what you can find, see what you can figure out, and see what you can heal. Because you have to be able to put things behind you in order to move forward with your life. And, that's something we all need to do. We all have something that we're probably hanging on to that we shouldn't be. And we need to get rid of that so that we can make room for that other amazing stuff that's coming in. You are welcome, Sam. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I had a great time, and I will see you guys next week. And don't forget about the affirmation August. So, work on your affirmation if you feel, you're going to accept that challenge. And we'll see what happens. So it'll be a lot of fun. Everybody have a really great week. I love you all. Good night.